Hi, I'm going to be talking about the organization of Pudd'nhead Wilson. Pudd'nhead Wilson was written by Mark Twain and was published in 1894. The time period the story takes place in is during a time where slavery is very prevalent in the South. This text is written where there were major economic and technological growth and supports the theme of this class because of the time period the text was written in and because of the use of technology in the text such as fingerprinting and the use of fingerprinting to crack a case such as the death of Judge Driscoll. There are important terms that relate to the text, such as racism, sexism, classism, passing narrative, and foil. Racism is prevalent due to the use of slavery and the belief of black people being inferior. Sexism is the gender roles of women taking care of the house while men are seen as honorable and respectable and supposed to keep up the family name. Classism is prevalent in the society due to the value of wealth and land. Passing narrative relates closely to Roxana and her son Chambers because of Chambers successfully switched at birth because of his white passing features in order to gain social and economic benefits. Foil is a character used to bring out the other characters' personality traits, and it is widely seen through Chambers and Tom. This novel is a historical fiction due to the setting of the novel being historically accurate and the story of the novel being fiction. This novel is an example of realism due to its plot revolving around realistic people in a realistic and ordinary town facing realistic problems in that time period. There is a correlation between the time Twain wrote the novel and the time period the novel takes place. Twain wrote this novel post-Civil War, where segregation was widely practiced. Twain's exposure to the unfair treatment of black people because of their skin correlates to the unfair treatment of black slaves in the novel. This correlation could also mean that there are personal experiences included in the text. Irony is used throughout the text, such as Roxy, when she switches the babies to give her son a better life and for him to not be sold downriver, then when her son is raised as a spoiled white man, treats Roxy hard and makes life on her, and even sells her downriver. Another example is a white man being treated like a harsh slave, while a black slave was treated like a free white man. An example is page 77 of the novel, where it says, Tom got all the petting, Chambers got none. Tom got all the delicacies, Chambers got mush and milk. Chambers, revealed as a white man with a lot of wealth, does not fit in with society is another example of irony. An example is page 225. The real hero suddenly found himself rich and free, but in a most embarrassing situation. He could neither read nor write, and his speech was the basest dialect of the Negro quarter. These ironic situations in the book relate to the nature versus nurture debate. Twain uses these ironic situations to give readers a taste of his perspective of the debate that the environment and circumstance one lives in determines who they are, not their nature or blood. Dramatic irony is also heavily utilized in the text, such as Tom and Chambers being switched, and Tom being the crook and murderer of Judge Driscoll. Dramatic irony gives audience a different perspective of the character and the society they live in. The townspeople would have never guessed that a rich white man named Tom would be a crook or a murderer or, even worse, a black slave. Understanding why Twain uses the literary tools he does, such as irony, and the genre being a historical fiction, helps grasp an understanding of the novel and why it is made, such as recognizing the irony in the novel and its purpose to see Twain's refute and disagreement with certain beliefs, such as slavery being acceptable or that nature makes someone who they are. And that is it. Thank you.